Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Working with a 2nd and 4. That one will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper.
The Saints, first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Off the play fake, Winston. Going deep this time for Miller. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
Throwing, Winston. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Makes the score Saints 7, Panthers nothing.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Play action. It's Darnold. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. These two teams, they met in Charlotte earlier in the year with the Panthers coming out on top. So they'll be looking for the win here in New Orleans to complete the season sweep. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Oh, what a move. And some room to roam now. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 33 and a first. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line That's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
Darnold on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. This defense for the Saints, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was pop free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold him to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. And this is complete to Moore on the comebacker. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers, and a first down here. Now Bell. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot, because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. These two teams all tied after one. 7-7. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Winston. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
On second down, Kamara. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 4th down, Winston. Going up top for Miller. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Flushed out. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying, make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Darnold now to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, He's going to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Second and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey pushing his way through. And all the way down to the 29.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's second and 1. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a first and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. Flush to his right. Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And the Saints are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Following the interception, Winston. His throw incomplete. So, Charles, here we are, Week 17. Both of these teams playing their 16th game of the regular season. And obviously for decades, that was the full season. But as we all know, a little strange, still one more game to go next week.
Yeah, Brandon, I think we're both interested to see how things play out next week because we know their division titles and wild card spots up for grabs. So those teams, no doubt, they'll be all in. But how would you like to go in front of a team that's 3-13 and say, okay, guys, one more time, let's go get them. If we win, it benefits someone else.
On 2nd and 10, Winston. He gets it complete to Harris. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Jameis to throw it. Going deep this time for Miller. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Another try after the first down sack. Darnold, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
They went with the dime look that time on defense. Just flooded the field with defensive backs. Blanketed everyone. Took away all the passing angles. Thus, the incompletion.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. 1 second, all that remains. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The play fake, and it's Darnold. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Lightning speed that time from the corner. Marshawn Lattimore getting the sack.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Darnold. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And for Darnold, this may be a free play. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. To throw is Darnold. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game. Jitters are long gone, but they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Darnold. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here in the opening drive in the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
The first down throw for Winston. And his throw's going to be incomplete. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. From the gun, Winston. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And the Saints are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
That's another Saints first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll throw again. Winston to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, second and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
It's now third and goal.
Winston forced out to his left. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on third down. And that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
Williams on for the field goal. A 20-yard attempt.
And Lutz's kick is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on fourth and goal anyway, but the sack on third down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to goal instead of potentially going for it.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And Darnold just beating the play clock. There's Trimble, the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
A fake to McCaffrey. Now Darnold. He's got his target, Chris Conley. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 30 yards. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
Throwing again is Darnold. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now Darnold. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Desmond Trufant, and he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Winston. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Third and short yardage, Winston. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Here we go with Kamara. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Jameis now on 1st down. Looking long for Thomas. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Saints are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Darnold. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To the air again, Darnold. This is caught by Tate. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. He's going to go up top for the end zone. That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers. Robbie Anderson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. They're going to throw for the 2 with Darnold. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. On the return, Deontay Harris. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Now Winston. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Finding some room at midfield. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taysom Hill, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead. Well, plays like that make the O coordinator look like a genius, but I don't think he saw that play going that well.
No, I don't think so either. But, boy, it all worked out perfectly. They caught them in the right defense. Guys dropping off into coverage. Their eyes averted somewhere else. And guess what? He filled the void with his legs.
Lutz with the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want?"
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking him.
To try again after the sack, Darnold. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Caught right side, Tate. Touchdown. Golden Tate, 89 yards. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
After the interception, here's Darnold. That caught by Trimble. That catch good for only a couple. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the 17, Darnold. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. The chance of wasting position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Darnold now to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone.
And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
This 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Fourth down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. The 40. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Lutz good on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
See how they handle the waning moments of this one. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Darnold. He completes it to Tate. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. A play fake, and it's Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby.
And the Saints come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now official.